Hey guys, Doug B here. Today we are going to try out firmware 18. Let's get into it. Fractal posted a beta version of firmware 18.00 back on November 21st. The official version was released on Sunday, December 5th, and then we got two updates the next day, bringing us to version 18.02. Then today, version 18.03 was announced. And then a new version of Accedit 2 has also been posted, version 1.10.05. All right, let's look at everything that has happened with the firmware 18 release, starting with the most recent and working backwards. 18.03 fixed angle, severe, and energy ball amp models hanging on certain combinations of presence and depth. Fixed USB output sum to mono if global output mode set to mute. Various other fixes and improvements. 18.02 fixed cathode follower algorithm not working correctly for some models. 18.01 fixed error in amp block low frequency dynamic speaker impedance calculation. 18.00 overhauled the compressor block, improved auto makeup gain behavior, added input level switch. When set to instrument, the detector is optimized for guitar level signals, in other words, like before the amp block. When set to line, the detector is optimized for post-amp level signals. The pedal, optical, tube, analog, JFET, and dynamic comp types have been completely redone, resulting in improved performance. These types now inherently perform automatic makeup gain. Auto attack/release has been removed from the pedal and dynamic comp types as it is no longer applicable. Note, due to all these changes, the behavior and output volume of the compressor block may be different. It is recommended to audition any presets using the compressor block and adjust as required. I created a new preset so that we could look at some of the changes in firmware 18. Now looking at the comp block, you can see the input level switch right down here on the lower right hand side. And you have your choice of either instrument or line. Now it says that 6 of the comp types have been completely redone. I haven't used the comp block enough to see any changes, but I did notice that the compression parameter now defaults to 5, right here. Now in version 18.0, it defaulted to 10, and that messed up a lot of presets, so I'm glad they got it to 5. Okay, now when we take a look at, for instance, like Dynamics Processor, you can see Auto Attack Release is on. When you go to Dynamic Comp, it's gone. And when you go to Pedal, it's gone. It's in JFET, but it is not in Pedal. Improved stack/hold implementation and delay blocks so that texture is applied to audio when stack hold is on. I'm using the stereo BBD in the delay block. You can hear your basic delay when stack hold is set to off. Now let's turn it to stack. Improved amp block cathode follower algorithm. Algorithm now uses higher order solution of nonlinear ODE for more accurate low frequency response. Improved amp block power amp algorithm. New algorithm more accurately models dynamic changes in speaker impedance, resulting in more complexity. Improved tape preamp types in cabinet block. Added check to prevent excessive message queuing, for example when selecting amp model using value knob. Now this came up in the forum recently when a new FX3 owner was having trouble while spinning the value knob quickly. So now, for example, you can spin the knob fast when searching through the amp types and it won't lock up your FX3. Like this. See, you can spin it fast and it just goes and it does its thing. Added mute option to output 1-2 configuration. This allows muting the analog outputs while still passing data via USB. This can be used when using the AXFX3 in conjunction with computer plugins. So you see output 1 configuration mode. Right now it's set to stereo. You can set it to sum, copy, and mute. Now when you set it to mute, it still goes out via USB. Now I wish they would also add SPDIF to that so that I would not have to turn off my PA every time that I record. Added global speaker impedance curve. When set to default, the speaker impedance curve used when selecting an amp model is the default curve for that amp model. Otherwise, it's the selected curve. Note, this does not affect existing presets. The selected curve is used only when selecting a new amp model. Now, a lot of folks are happy about this one too. From what I can tell, this has been requested by folks who use their FX3 with power amps and guitar cabs. I don't really get it because I plug directly into the PA and the recording interface. So I'm going to have to do some more research into this. But yes, the parameter has been added, and as you can see, there are lots of options to choose from. Right now it's at default. I mean, there is just a ton of them here. Added several new impedance curves to amp block. Thank you to Dr. Bonker's Sound Lab for these. Another parameter that I was not aware of until now, but if we go to the amp block and click on the speaker tab, we can see that there are 65 different speaker impedance curves. The new curves are the 1x12 Dirty Shirley, the 1x12 Tweed C12Q, the 1x12 Tweed Emmy, 1x12 USA EXT EV12L, the 2x12 Band Commander SRO, and the 2x12 Guytron Alnico Blue. Added modifier capability to LFO enable and mod frequency in filter block. Let's go to the filter block and try it out on mod frequency. Right now, the type is set to null, so click on that and change it to notch. Now click over here where it says LFO, and let's go to mod frequency. Right click on it, and now we get the edit modifier panel. Go up here to source 1 where it says none, click on that, change it to LFO 1A. Now watch the cursor bounce back and forth. Now close this panel and you can see the mod frequency swinging back and forth from minimum to maximum values. Okay, let's try it out. Now, like right now, we put it back to null. But if we change it back to notch, added RCB boost to amp block boost types. Yep, we can see that there are 14 different boost types in the amp block, including the new RCB boost. Reduce CPU usage for background GUI tasks. Fix DS1 drive types have no gain when drive is at 0.0. Okay, now right now I don't have the drive block on. Now I'll turn the drive block on. We got the DS1 distortion type with distortion set down to 0. Yeah, it still has a healthy amount of gain. Fixed reverb pitch buffers not being cleared if pitch mix is 0. Fixed turbo version aborting processing at CPU usage lower than limit. Fixed angle severe models becoming unstable with certain speaker impedance curves. Note, the presence network for these models has been updated. Presets using these amp models should be auditioned as the tone may have changed. And various other fixes and improvements. So there you have it, guys. Firmware 18. Another killer update for the world's most powerful guitar modeler. Now, next week we're going to look at tone matching. You don't want to miss that, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, see you next week.